When I went down the pit in '38, I was 14 years old. We'd a war coming, and they opened Skeleton Pit again because they wanted coal to fight it with. It came in '39, so I did my national service underground. When the war ended, this country had lost 350,000 dead, and we were broke. In the pit village where I lived, we'd always been broke, and the chances of death or maiming were as high as they'd always been. By and large, in 1947, in villages like Skeleton, Guddy and Galwick, nothing much had changed, except that for the first time most of us could remember, there seemed a chance, a hope. You can spend your life hoping, my granddad once said. But when the time came, he was on fire with it. Me, I remember something he'd said to me mum. Life gives naught for expectations. It gives what you hold in your hand.
Morning.
You can take that off for a start.
What?
You know what. Your best bloody suit. You're going to work, my lad, same as everybody else, even if it is New Year's Day.
Happy New Year to you and all. Who said I wasn't going to work? Shall leave it in my locker at Pit Baths. I'm going to see dentist at Cuddy when I come off shift.
Have you got an appointment?
If he says I have to have an appointment, I shall make an appointment. I'll tell him it's aching bad.
You'll be lucky. You'll not be there on New Year's Day.
Well, I'm not changing now. All right for some, I have to go to work, but not him.
Ah, well, he's not a coal owner like you, is he?
Eh?
Well, it's today you take over, isn't it? Oh, I shall want some extra money while we're on about it and all.
Extra money? What for?
New curtains. We've had them blackout curtains up since war ended, and I'm sick of the sight of them. Oh, where's your post office book?
I forgot. It's in a safe place somewhere. Here. 10 bob.
Another?
Bloody hell.
And another?
You what?
Look, I've got last week's rent to pay as well as this. We can go back to the old system if you like. You give me the lot and I'll give you your spends. You made enough fuss about changing back, though, didn't you?
Is that enough? You wouldn't like 'em by dozen?
It'll do for now.
It'll do for now.
Ethelyn,
Ah, she's in there, counting. Me dad off to work.
screen implants stopped for repair, he says.
Ethel, I'm off! I'll see you later.
Goodbye, then. Have a nice time.
Good luck at the dentist.
See you later, Mum.
Aye, see thee, lad.
And why did I say that?
What?
Goodbye. I've never said goodbye to him in my life before. Not when he's gone to pit. I shall worry all day now.
Morning, George.
Hey, lad.
What on earth are you looking for this last half hour?
My ration book.
Be in kitchen with the others. You should ask.
No, it's not. I took it with me when I went for them collars.
I will get out at way, then let me look.
Aye, get out of the way, aye. That's right. Get out of the way. What are you smirking at, eh? Get out of the way.
They're cutting sugar ration.
Them that wants it'll get it if they've got the brassel, they know where to go. Think I need sweetening, do you?
There it is. What do you want from it?
Sweet coupon.
There is none.
There must be. I promised young Les here as he could have 'em.
It was him you gave them to. You've promised him twice.
Did I?
Aye.
Well, why have you said no?
You thought to be lucky twice, didn't you, love?
You can have mine. They're in cupboard in scullery.
Thanks.
Got brass to pay for them with?
Not until next Saturday.
Shove that in your pocket.
He'll get bad teeth.
Thanks, Grandad.
Thanks. For bad teeth.
Bad teeth, aye. I've got bad teeth. I'll take 'em out and show 'em to you if you don't believe me.
Telegram.
I shall hang on for a new set till Nye Bevan gets his health service going if I have to starve in process. It's from Toby's missus. He's sinking. He wants to see Sam. We can't deny him, I suppose.
Deny him? It's not up to us. He's not a lad, Jack. He's a man.
If he wants to be thought of as a man, he should behave as a man.
Isn't it that he behaves too much like a man?
Beer and women, they're his main interest in life.
Doesn't make him unique, does it?
He'll come a cropper any time now. Another bastard in family.
Jack, that's enough of that.
Aye, that's right, Jack. Shut up, Jack. And what ideas is Toby going to give him, eh? What's he going to have to tell him?
We don't know, do we? We've hardly had anything to do with them for years now, and you've encouraged Sam to do the same. We don't know, and it's not our concern anyway.
It's my concern. I haven't brought him up all these years to have his mind twisted at this stage.
His mind's his own, and what he does with it.
I heard he was in America, Sam's dad.
Who told you that?
Lawrence. He used to be a mate of Toby's.
America, eh? It'll be Chicago, then, where gangsters come from.
Hey, it dies hard with you, doesn't it?
Hard? Aye, hard. Till the day I die.
See you, Barney.
Sam! Sam!
Ian?
It's a short shift, eh?
Aye.
Is it right that 2 out of 3's not turned up?
That's why we've been sent home, lad. Skeleton's not working either, they say. George will be glad.
Were you the only fitter?
Aye. I thought there'd be work for us. I see all you Bevan boys turned in.
We've got it. It was either join the army or this. Oh, see my head. Oh. Oh. Couldn't have told the Sergeant Major we weren't coming in because it was New Year's Day.
With Miss Skeleton bus, we'll have a bit of a wait on.
Suppose we could walk.
Aye. Come on, then.
See, they haven't got the flag up today, then.
Tomorrow. They're having the band out. Hey, they put a board up over there. Come on, let's have a shufty. Lift that end.
What if the manager after us?
Off with the old, on with the new, eh?
Hello, George.
Edie. Where's Taylor's then?
Hey, we took over Monday, didn't you know?
Oh, I knew they were going, like, but I didn't know you were taking over.
Pan?
I'll have a pint, Edie. Who's at Jubilee now, then?
Barrett's from Cass. How long have you been supping this end, George?
No, just passing the nose.
Yeah. It's happening more in there.
In there? Oh, there's a friend of Ethel's in there. I'll happen go in there, then. Thanks, Edie. Hello. You're early.
Not much.
They know me. Sadie Mason from Jubilee.
She knows me too, if she cares to remember. But then it doesn't matter to me, does it?
She thinks I didn't recognise her. It's Jeannie Tufton. Used to live in Mathican Street. You know, next door to Skeleton Club. Her husband were killed at Torbrook, poor lad. If you could see her now. They say she'll go with anybody that'll buy her a drink. Wouldn't have thought it to George Bartoff, though, would you? You put in lights where Browns ought to go.
Where we going, then?
Pictures at Cass, you said last week.
Dead End kids are on at Wakefield.
Wakefield would be safer, you mean?
Aye. You wanted to see Magic Bow, didn't you?
No matter.
It does matter. If that's what you want, it matters to me. We shall risk it.
You're a fool.
Always.
You are messing about with me. Risking.
Don't talk like that. Messing about. You make it sound like something it's not.
Do I?
Want another?
You know me.
We're going by Colwick.
A shortcut, you said.
Opening time at Brown Cow.
Oh,
Winded. You'll never make a collier.
they don't give the men's jobs to Bevan boys. Not at Cuddy, anyway.
When they let you out.
Next month.
What then?
Back to Edinburgh University and the church. And a charge eventually.
Charge?
Yeah, charge of souls, a parish, you'd call it. When did you take your school certificate?
This year at Wakefield.
How are you getting on with the set books for English Lit, eh?
Bloody hard work. Begging your reverence's pardon. Nothing I'd read from choice. Hardy sends me up the wall. I learn it like a parrot. I'd as soon have read Lawrence or Dickens.
It's funny, I thought you'd have taken your S1 and your higher national rather than your school certificate.
Because of pit, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I started to. That's what I went with fitters for. I had a mate went to sea as an engineer from fitting shop. I fancied it for a bit. Frank says I've got a grasshopper mind.
You stuck in very well at the swatting. Hey, what comes after that?
I just fancied taking it, that's all.
No great ambition, eh?
Oh, aye. Stop single and live forever.
Listen, there's a bus goes on Saturday from the church I go to see the St Matthew Passion in Leeds. Do you fancy coming?
Nah, they're a funny lot at Top Church. I'd not get on. Anyway, Fat Swallow's more in my line.
Oh, I've got some new records. Do you want to come over my digs and I'll play some of them?
Any piano stuff?
I had some Beethoven, why?
Me half-brother, young Les, likes classical stuff. Hey, you'll know his dad, Alan Dakin.
Was that the deputy in two?
Aye, I live at their house.
Oh.
Getting on well with piano, young Les. Takes an exam this year. Bring him round to our place. I'll carry the gramophone if you're not up to it.
Hey, listen, there's some very good classical music on the home service. Did you ever listen to that?
His dad likes the Light programme. I used to come up here when I was a lad. Get away from it.
Hey, from what, Sam?
It. Hey, don't try and make sense of me. My granddad will tell you. There is none.
Alan?
She's in there. I'm off to club then.
Aye, all right then.
Sounds I won't be back.
1 o'clock.
Aye, right then.
Still in one piece then?
What? Oh, was it you shouting at Alan last night?
Yeah, who was he out with? Sam?
Nay, they never go out together, them two. No, it was one of them tailors from George Street.
Decided not to work today, has he?
Well, only 1 in 5 turned up. He was sent home. Didn't George tell you?
No, George has not come back. Did Alan say they'd all been sent home?
That's what he said.
Oh. Oh, he'll have gone to dentists.
Oh, half would have done.
Get it down, you, while you can. You'll not be supping this when you get that dog collar on.
Oh, aye. I don't suppose I will.
You'll be called on to do what's expected of you.
Aye, aye. Listen, why did you turn up for work today? I mean, it's different for us Bevan boys.
Had reasons.
Tell me one.
I like to fight with a clean shirt on. And when I'm tackled, I've somebody to blame for muckying it.
Your nephew's in there.
What do you want me to do then?
He's sitting behind the door. We can get out without being seen.
I'll go on my own if you like.
Nay,
We can go to pictures another time.
we've got to get her.
Morning, George.
Hey, Day. He didn't see us.
Poor George.
Hit with thee, not me. Where should we go then?
I could give you something to eat.
Can you find your way back from here?
You're not coming with me?
I've to see a man about a dog.
Pictures then?
Not seen enough of me.
Well, you wanted to go, didn't you?
You heard what they said in pub. Shift's been sent home at Skeleton. She'll be expecting you, won't she?
I said I'd go to dentists.
You can't spend 4 hours at dentists. Anyway, your nephew might have seen you.
Sam? Nay. He'd have come up to us, open like. He's not sneaky, Sam. He's me mate, any road. They named him after me. George Samuel's my full name.
Another day. We'll go another day.
Happen you're right. Don't go drinking tonight. I worry when you drink too much.
Do you?
And I don't like it taking it from others, like.
Because it gives me a name. I've got a name, George. You can never live it down.
I'll come and do this up for you one day. I can wallpaper, you know.
What can't you do, eh? Oh, I'm sorry it's such a mess. You get not to bother. Nobody sees it but me. And you.
Don't they?
Not since you've been coming anyway.
I don't want you to go with others. I've got no right to ask, I know, but it'd pain me if you did.
Easily pained, aren't you, George?
Happen. Happen. Do I... Am I right for you, then?
You're a real man. And a lad at the same time. I couldn't wish for more if I deserved it.
You do?
Nay.
I wish I could turn clock back for you.
Do you?
So Tobruk never happened. So he'd be here with you. Arthur. You'd be happy then, wouldn't you?
You'd wish that for me.
Ah, I would. Even as I feel about you. I'd wish it for you.
Is your water off?
Aye. Managed to get some done, though.
It's got out from under your feet, I see. I noticed he'd stopped off work, same as everybody else, for all his principles.
I'm not at work because machines broke down. Who is all these others that supposed to have stopped off?
Skeleton's closed and so is Cuddy. They're working at Martin with about half turned up. It's good to tell we're being nationalised. Nobody wants to work anymore.
Get stripped off, get down there and get at it then. It's New Year's Day, should be holiday, be right?
Except for women that have washing to do.
You have a bloody hard life, you do. Talk about what you know about.
I know what my eyes and ears tell me.
And your memory, does that tell you no? One of them shortens, is it? A bit of money in the post office stops it working, one of that kind, is it?
It's as good as yours and better. It remembers what was and not what's convenient.
You can't get near damn fire if it closed right. I'm off out to the allotment. Give to us.
I wish you wouldn't rub him up wrong road, Ethel. It does no good.
I had to get it in about Pitt. It's all a nonsense to me.
Well, it's not to me. Makes me feel safer somehow.
Safer, I happen. But look at us. 5 years of war and rationing's worse than it ever was. When there were plenty, we'd naught to buy it with, and now we've a bob or two, there's naught to spend it on.
Well, it'll get better. It's bound to.
I suppose some things will get better. Some things will get worse, like George and me.
Nay, go on with you.
Don't you listen to us through the wall anymore? Bit like watching the same picture twice, I suppose. Wouldn't be so bad if there was some profit in it. We'd have made a fortune on wireless. Murgatroyd and Winterbottom with knobs on.
Has he been behaving badly?
Oh, no worse than usual. Not him any road, it's me, as I am. Always have been, I suppose. Bossy. It's a habit now. Anyway, give him an inch and they'll take a mile. Look at the time he spends boozing.
Are you sure you're not driving him there?
Driving him? Aye, like a dog to a big juicy steak. When he comes home, he sits there, and not a word, staring into fire, lost in himself. When we go to bed, he rolls over, gives me his back, says good night, and that's it. I know what I could do. I could ring Brown Cow at Galwick. He's bound to be there. If he knows I'm chasing him, he'll have to spend less time there.
Oh, I wouldn't, Ethel.
Well, I've got to do something, Polly. I'm losing him. I know I am.
Grand day for fishing, George.
You're a deep old bugger, aren't you?
Spying on me.
I wasn't.
Yes, you bloody were.
There's another word for it.
Oh.
Curiosity.
And there's an answer to that and all. Mind your own bloody business.
What have I said?
Said?
What have I said? What have I said? Have I said I'm going to tell on you?
To pay you, by God it would.
Have I said I will? Well, have I?
Why did you follow me?
Ah, sweet mystery of life.
You what?
At last I've found thee.
You're bloody mad.
George, I'm happy for thee.
Happy?
Aye, I'm happy for thee.
Happy?
I think you're the bee's knees, George. You've found the secret.
What secret?
You're such a quiet old sod. There's hope for the human race in thee, doesn't know that? It's never too late.
I haven't the firkin of an idea what you're on about. Too late for what?
To seek a bit of fun in life and find it. Women, George.
What about them?
Well, I don't have to tell you, do I? Bloke with your experience.
You're on wrong track, Sam.
Am I? George, I think a lot about Ethel.
Does there?
You know I do.
I'm going to tell her what I'm up to.
Ah, you'd thank me for that, wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't, but she bloody would.
She'll never know, George.
Unless you tell her.
Well, she doesn't know I'll not hurt her.
Won't it? And what about me? What about my hurt? Will that not rub off on her?
Hurt?
Ah, my bloody hurt. For her and for t'other. For both on them.
George, women are to be enjoyed.
Are they? Are they not like us, then? Does that want to be enjoyed?
Well, happen, why not?
Enjoyed?
Well, appreciated like.
You know naught about it, do you?
Me?
Naught about it. Big talk, big performance, then I was naught about it. What was you so chuffed about when you saw me?
Saw you what?
With another woman. What was you so chuffed about? And you thinking such a lot of Ethel, like you said, what was you so chuffed about?
It doesn't alter anything between you and Ethel.
Doesn't it? How do you know? Suppose I was thinking of slinging me hook.
You wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't I? Wouldn't I?
Now listen,
How do you know?
George.
How do you know what I do?
George, I know that woman. I've heard her talked about by chaps I work with.
I shall tell thee to come outside if there says out else in that line. That's what I shall tell thee.
George,
now, if you're going to
listen.
tell on me, tell on me. If you're not going to tell on me, bloody shut up!
You shouldn't have had your hair cut off. I liked it when you let it grow after we were wed. You look different without it.
You think I was bald or something?
You sounded like me mum then.
Did I? She did a lot for me, your mum. She took life as she found it and made the best of it. That's one lesson I owe her.
One I never learned, eh?
Don't you like me hair like this, then?
When it were down to your waist. In summer. Summer nights, lying there, just a sheet over us. That's when I liked it best.
It's easier to keep tidy like this. Well, I'll grow it again if you like.
Aye, have it as you want it.
Well, if it pleases.
Don't live your life to please me.
Well, I live it as I am, don't I? Like we all do. As we are. Dad?
Yeah, what have you been told about wiping your feet?
Sorry, Dad.
What do you want then?
Can I have a penny to buy some marbles off Jackie Clee? He'll play with me if I do.
Have you got no marbles of your own?
Got some.
But he'll play with you if you buy some off him.
Yes, Dad.
There's tuppence.
Thanks, Dad.
What's the waiting for? More?
Thanks, Dad.
Aye, we live it as we are. That's what we're made. Aye, what all makes us. Do they still plague him as a bastard, do you think?
Oh, I'm sure they don't.
Doesn't have to happen more than once for the damage to be done, though, does he? And if they're looking for somebody to plague, there he is with his label on him.
You take more hurt from it than he does.
Aye.
Yes, you do. Then you take it out of Sam.
Siding for Sam, Eileen?
Nee. He rubs you up wrong road of purpose sometimes, I know.
Every bloody day, you mean?
What is it that makes you two like you are with each other?
I'm off out to the club for an hour.
Don't drink too much, Alan.
Where do you think you're off to?
What's there?
You live here?
Oh, aye. Go on, then.
When you don't, you ask.
I say, right then. Can I go up to my Uncle Frank's room, Grandad, for a book I want, please, Grandad?
No, you can't. You can ask Frank at his room.
He told me to get it when I wanted it. What are you being so bloody stroppy for? What's going on?
Where have you been?
Guess.
You've done no work. You're a damn disgrace, the lot on you. First day we're nationalised, half the bloody pit's closed. You know how long it's taken. You know what blood, sweat and tears it's taken and what more it'll take.
You and Churchill, you're a right pair. We asked for bread and you give us a stone.
You make the stones for other folks to chuck at you, you do.
I was one that turned up, Grandad.
You what?
I turned up for work.
I turned up. I'm a hero of the Mine Workers Union, first class. Now kiss me on both cheeks and I'll forgive you.
You let me go on, didn't you?
Aye. You know why? It's a lot of codswallop to quietness. Who's in charge? The same bloody lot that always was. And then they've been pensioned off the size of the bloody pension. The owners are better off than they've ever been on the compensation they've been paid. How should we make it pay with that rang on us necks? We should be carrying them forever.
We've to make it work. We've got to.
To prove what?
That we was right to want it.
Oh, we need to prove that, do we?
You're not straight with me, are you? You never have been.
Straight about what?
About where you bloody stand in life.
Asking me to stand up and be counted, Grandad.
Make a change. By God, it will.
Cuckoo in the nest, is that what you think I am?
You behave like a bloody cuckoo. Can you take no serious? Is this what I brought you up to? You don't know what life's about, do you, lad?
Fun and fancy.
I'm wasting my breath, aren't I?
When I have to stand up and be counted, I know where I'll stand.
Hey, Toby Wilson's dying.
Grandad Wilson?
You knew he was ill.
Didn't know it was that bad.
You didn't fail to go and see him.
I just said I didn't think it was serious.
He wants to see you.
I shall go then.
Aye. You'll go. You'll want to talk. You'll often want to say things that's best forgotten, you understand?
Yes, Grandad.
We did what we thought was best in them days. Best of a bad job it turned out mostly. We didn't agree much, Toby and me, he'll tell you that.
Yes, Grandad.
What you make of it is up to you.
You asked me to do that.
I know.
What, said I would?
Needed doing. I didn't like to.
Put your weight.
Alan!
What's going on up there?
Sam's got a friend in. They're playing some records.
Did he ask?
Well, yes, of course he did. They've gone up there to keep out of your way. Must be frozen.
Can't they turn it down?
Of course they can't. It's a gramophone, not a wireless.
Go and play it somewhere else then.
Alan.
Cut that racket, will you?
Do you hear me? Cut the racket!
Dad?
Harry. Did I hear little voices?
I said cut the racket.
Racket, that's bloody bark.
Racket, I said.
What a plank you are.
You what?
It sounds better than you do on Saturday night with 10 pints of bitter inside you.
I don't like Bach or whatever his name is. And I don't come home to listen to Bach or whatever his name is. I come home for peace and bloody quiet.
Shout it again. Peace and quiet. Go on, shout it again for the street. Let's have a bloody show.
This is my bloody house, mate, not yours.
Aye, but you'd miss my share of the rent, wouldn't you? You'd have to work a full bloody week now and again.
Sam!
Full marks for trying, Alan, but don't try again.
I loved your mother. That's why you're here. I'll take no more rent from you.
Have some respect for Eileen.
I can speak for myself. I do go out again, Alan.
I'm off out back, that's all.
You better look for somewhere, Sam.
Shucking me out.
Death to each other.
Death. You need my share of the rent. You know you do. You'll not bloody work.
It's not work he's feared of. It's the pit. Always has been. Didn't you know that? He only goes to keep us because there's nought else for him. You go because you like your friends round you.
Oh,
Well, that as well.
do I?
What is it between you two? What is it you feel that makes you go on like it the way you do?
We don't get on, that's all. Never have done.
You should try to understand his feelings.
Feelings?
People do have feelings, you know.
Aye, and don't they rant on about them? Don't they rant on about them? What feelings has he for you to talk about me mum like that in front of you?
There's nothing about that ever been hidden between us. He made no secret of it. I took him for what he was able to give, and I was glad of it. Because those were my feelings.
People let feelings get on top of them. End up wishing they hadn't.
And that happens. It's not what you want or don't want. It happens. Has it never happened to you?
Nor ever will. What you don't have, you can't lose.
I'd not have wished to have felt any differently than I have.
You want me to go then?
Death to each other wears him down. Doesn't mean much to you except a place to live, does it?
Are you there? Yeah, I'm in here, Polly. Where's Pat? Oh, she's down at the allotment making herself some bookshelves.
Hey, it's to be hoped they're better than that cot her father made for her when she were born. Remember?
I remember.
Not feeling so good.
No, I'm not so good.
You've been weeping. What's up?
It's no that'll not pass.
Where's my boots?
Where you put 'em?
I know they're where I put them. I mean, have you seen them?
They're under mangle in scullery. Or were.
Is it his lordship?
They're not here. I said they're not there.
You've a hole in your sock.
What's up?
Hasn't she told you?
She said now to me.
You'd better ask then, hadn't you?
Nay. I'll not. If she's something to say, she'd better say it.
Like it?
You should have been a lad.
I've marked those school cert papers you did.
Oh, yeah?
Why do you always choose the easy ones?
I don't.
You do. And your answers are only half as long as they should be, you know. I know why.
All right, clever clogs.
Because you can't wait to get out to the pub, that's why.
Would I have passed?
With some you might. But not with me. If you've come to feed the pigeons, don't bother. I've done it.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Dan, I've been looking for you. Where's the drill?
In the kitchen drawer, it's always kept.
Fetch it for me, will you?
Fetch it yourself. Oh, George, fetch this. George, fetch that. Give us this. Give us that.
Oh, go on.
You've got legs, same as me, haven't you?
Thanks.
Why am I supposed to be at everybody's beck and call? I have a life to live too, you know.
Grandad?
Have you been here long, then?
No, not long.
You see your grandma?
Aye. She said you're not to talk too much.
She's been saying that all her life. If I'm out to say, now's the time to say it, isn't it?
Huh?
How's t'other granddad?
Same as always.
Aye. Minded you come in, did he?
No, not that I know of.
Tried to get him to let you stop here when you were a little lad, the knows. When times were bad and they couldn't manage reach. He'd not have it, though. You not remember that?
Not altogether.
Thought I'd spoil you. Make thee into summat as he didn't fancy.
I'm that now, it seems.
You not get on.
Some ways we do, some not.
He'd no time for me, you know. Well, you know why. You blame me for your dad going off. Your dad not being here to blame his son. I suppose he goes on about that, does he?
No, we never talk about him.
Never?
He's never mentioned. Not between the two of us, any road.
I see. So he's dead to you?
Grandma said you'd not to talk too much.
Have you no feeling for him?
No.
Not even a bit curious?
No.
2 years since I heard from him. He were in South Africa then, when he were a little lad. My heart to be in my mouth for fear of any harm coming to him. I learned to live with his mother, just to give him a sure home all his life.
You were a better man than him then.
He were what I made him. Jack Barraclough used to say that. You raised him, he said. Happen he were right. If he were, your dad went off 'cause I made him into that sort of chap. I never taught him to face his responsibilities.
We make who we are. Us.
I wish I could think so. If I'm to blame for him, I'm to blame for where you were brought up to.
I've no complaints.
Well, it shaped your life. Is it what you wanted, then?
It's as it is.
I tried to make it right for you, be it your dad's fault or mine.
I want nothing on his behalf. He's nothing to me.
Going to die and I'll not see him again. You'll know what that's like one day when you're one of your own.
I shall not marry. I shall not bring kids into this world.
It happens to you mostly. It's not according to what you want, what you don't want. It happens to you. And when it does, you shape yourself round it. Tap this envelope. Don't look at it now. Put it in your pocket. Do what you can. Grandad'll not thank me for that. Shape yourself round it. Just shape yourself.
What use is Latin, Pat?
You've got to take it for some things, that's all.
Oh.
Mind you, it's a dead language. Depends what you want to be.
Now, isn't it time you did some thinking in that direction?
I thought they were out ages since.
Well, you never said anything to me, your dad. Have you worked it all out on your own, have you?
Oh, yeah. It's me that's got to do it.
Oh, me and your dad don't know enough to advise, is that it?
Oh, Mum, I don't need advice. I just know what I want.
I'm off to club.
Here or at Galwick?
Galwick? I said club. Here, of course.
You'll be back then?
Of course I'll be back. You mean, will I be late?
You'll please yourself about that, won't you?
Sam.
It's a dead language now, just shut up.
What is?
Latin. My mum asked me what use it is.
Where have you been? Came from my French dictionary, you weren't in.
Do you know what's going on? You wouldn't tell me if you did, would you?
Happen I would.
That's right. Go on, humour me.
Nothing for you to worry about anyway.
Or to be told about. Until the day of judgment, when all things shall be revealed, You'll be in trouble then, won't you?
Oh, you're there, are you? You been then?
Aye, I've been.
How is he?
Dying.
You talked?
Aye, we talked. She thought a lot of you, me mum, didn't she?
You think she'd no reason to, is that what you're saying?
No, no, I'm not saying that. She'd tell me things you said as if they were gospel. Your granddad says this, your granddad says that.
What are you after?
You told her once. You said, you learn that life gives naught for expectations. It gives what you hold in your hands.
Did I?
Didn't you?
If she says I said it, you remember that.
Get on to it, then.
I don't understand what you're after.
Happen I'd tell you. Happen. If I knew.
He's got your blood in him too, Jack.
Do you think I don't know that? Would I care if he hadn't?
You don't act as if you cared.
What do you want of me, Polly? A soft tongue? A pat on the head? A penny for spice for being a good lad? And then have him turn round and cheek me? Is that what you want?
Happen?
Happen he'll get that from you. But when the devil's in him from me, he'll get the hard word, a belt on his arse and a kick up to bed, and he'll love thee all the more for it.
He'll kick you back one day, Jack.
I will. He'll be a man then, won't he?